Hey everyone. Okay guys, I personally cannot wait to learn, hey Amy, to learn a lot more about my guest for tonight. Hey girl. Okay, I see her right now. And it's inviting you, Susan. Hey!
Hey, why does this do this?
Okay.
This
Can
is
you?
so funny. Hold on. Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem that Amy had.
Are you serious? Can you only see
Yeah.
my chin?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Might lose you. Hold on. No. Okay, I can't see anything, but can you see me? Do I have
Yeah.
need to move one
You
to
look,
the other?
you look perfect. We're both half screen.
Like,
Oh, she left. Amy, what is it with, I think it's like these Tennessee girls. Oh my gosh, guys. Are you still there? Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. Oh my gosh. This is not good. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Brent, no, stay there. Just stay there. I just dropped this. It's fine. Everybody calm down. My kids are like freaking out. Okay, guys, it's okay. What happened? The phone just fell. It's okay. The kids are in here. They're like, what happened? What happened? What's going on? Okay, everybody leave. Welcome to the show. Okay, we gotta find Susan again. Susan, add. Okay, I'm inviting her back on. No glow. What? How'd that happen? Oh my gosh, Brantley snow globe. Oh my gosh.
okay, yay!
Susan, while you were gone, a lot of stuff just happened.
Oh no.
My entire Reiki flipped over. The phone flew out of the case. Both of my kids came running in. What's going on? Brantley's favorite snow globe just crashed into a million pieces.
Oh.
You were gone for 30 seconds, and the world, like, literally just fell apart.
Oh no.
Okay,
now,
well,
now I have you. And so I don't know, I don't know how I have you, but I have the full, I can see me and I can see you and I
so
can
you
see
can
comments.
see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is good.
Yay. Okay, so do we still have people with us? Are you guys still there? Oh my. So this is how our lives go, I guess.
You just gotta go. Oh, and then figuring out where you look at. I'm just gonna look at you, and then
Seriously, I'm cross-eyed like the entire video, so don't even worry about that. Okay, so if you are watching live right now, you've already had a full show, but leave us a 1 if you're watching live right now. If you are a replay watcher, leave us okay, let's switch it up. Leave us, that scary face that's like this. Leave us that face. It's like blue and yellow. Leave us that face if you are catching this on the replay, because you've already made it through. How long have you been on here? You've already made it through 3.5 minutes of some craziness. Oh my gosh, so insane. Okay, guys, let me get back on track. I'm so excited. What I was saying in the very beginning of this video when I first popped on, I am most excited about doing this live because Susan is probably the one that I think she's my 5th guest, maybe 6th. But she's the one that I probably know the least about. So that's why I'm so excited, because I get to learn, just like you guys, all about her. So I kind of want you to take over and just introduce yourself and who you are, your family, where you're from, and your background and how in the world you heard about LimeLight and you came here, and then what all has happened, since you've been here. So go. Go ahead. I'll hand the floor over to you.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Susan Cheater, and I live in Findlay, Ohio, and I am married. I'm just going to get this out right now. I'm married to a car salesman. So, all your car salesman folks.
He should be on here doing a live with you then.
Oh, he is. He's at the top of his game. He's at the top of his company. He knows what he's doing. So yeah. And then I have 3 children. I have Andrew, who is a freshman at the University of Cincinnati. Jacob, who is a junior in high school. And then my daughter, Riley, who's in 8th grade. So my background is I went to school to be a graphic designer. And
oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes. And
so can you make graphics and stuff?
Yeah. Do like page outs and stuff. Yeah.
So this is so funny. Yesterday, Amy said, I know she's an author, but she said, I wrote a 6-week devotional, and I'm like, I made a post on Facebook asking about devotionals, and then you said you're a graphic designer. Yeah. I made a post looking for a graphic designer on Facebook.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I had, I worked, I had my own company. Like I don't know why, but I always had to make my life chaotic. Like always had to have 2 things going at once, plus kids. And I think it's because my husband works a lot of hours, so it keeps me going.
Occupy yourself.
So I did that for a while. And then once Jacob came along, I said, I can't do corporate world anymore. I need to stay home with my babies. So I took up and really got into photography. And at that time, I was doing weddings and everything, and it was a lot. So I just focused on the photography end of it and did that for a long time. And then in 2008, I got diagnosed with breast cancer in September of that year, and it was very aggressive. It was stage 3. It was, yeah. So I had to do the whole radiation, chemo, bilateral mastectomy, everything. So that kind of flipped our life.
I didn't know about this.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It put our life into a whirlwind. And at that time, I was taking the studio out of the house and putting it in a storefront. So that was like my goal while I was going through all this. So I did that for, about 3-4 years. And then it just got to be a lot. And, you think as your kids get older, they're going to need you less. But then they hit the teenage years and we're both like, we didn't want to miss anything. So I brought it back home. Backed off a little bit, still do a little bit of it, but it got to the point where I was like, now my kids really don't need me that much right now. I'm really bored. And I was kind of, I was looking, but I didn't know what I want to do. Like, did I want to kind of go back into photography? But that can get very expensive with your backgrounds. And, I had the lighting and stuff, but so I was still doing that a little bit. Seniors, that sort of thing. Was not doing weddings anymore. Said forget that. So Amy and I knew each other from, I did her son's senior pictures. So we knew each other from that standpoint. And I seen her on Facebook posting about this skincare, and the all natural part caught my attention. So I'm the type of person, like, if you advertise something's going to work really well, I'm like, let's dive in. And I don't know why, but like, I have to start with the most expensive products. So I did. I started, I'm like, hey, I want to see what these Primo ones did. So I started with the One Drop Wonder and Sotox. And that was in June. I think I ordered that. And then in July, I really liked what was happening to my skin, and I was like, seeing posts about the foundation, and I'm like, okay. So I started talking to Amy about it, and then I go, how much is this kit?
Yeah.
Talk about. And here's me going, I don't know how much I really want to sell it, but if I can get a discount from just me myself using it, maybe a few people will see what I'm doing and ask questions. But
because when you joined, you did it like, I saw you post something to Amy, and you said you did it very like silently. Like you joined very silently.
thing. I was in another direct sales company at one time, and I actually like worked within our club and did that. But I like the products, but when I was working at the club, I wasn't really making any money. You know, it was like everything was just going back into that, and I wasn't as excited about it. You know, the excitement had dwindled, but I still like the products, but it just, you know, I was like, I don't think this is for me. This isn't, you know, if I'm selling, this isn't the right thing for me to sell. And I still use these products today. But so, you know, I was like, oh, this is kind of what I want to be about, because even in my photography, like I did a series of ballet images, and I did a book on cancer survivors and did their portraits. And it was just so neat when I always loved when I could show these portraits and people actually see themselves a little bit differently, or they can look at it and be like, wow, I am beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
My mom was right.
That's
cute. You know, to be able to do that. And so with this company, I seen that path that I could have.
And you know, LimeLight's entire skincare line, that's how Michelle, our CEO, was developed because of her best friend going through breast cancer. That is our entire skincare line story. So that's like a perfect fit right there.
Yes. So, you know, I just talked with Amy, and I thought, well, I'm going to do this. I didn't even tell my husband I was doing it until like I ordered it. I said, guess what I'm going to try and do. And he's like, what? And I told him, he goes, okay, awesome. You know, whatever, whatever's going to make you happy, you do it. So, and the products pretty much have spoken for themselves. And, you know, I see a lot of people that, you know, oh my gosh, my family is not on board or this or that. I have had so much support. Like many of my biggest cheerleaders are my family. So that is
so awesome.
They have gravitated towards this, and they help and they spread the word, and friends, and, you know, they're trusting, you know, they trust me. And, I just think once people try the products, they're hooked anyways. So
I think it makes just having like your husband's support. He was like, okay, yeah, sure, run for it. And then your kids too. I mean, right there, because I feel like so many girls, ladies, women join, and their significant other or, you know, a family member. Oftentimes it's so sad, but very, very, very often your family and your very best friends who you're like, oh my, you're so excited about, they crush they crush that dream like before you even, and it's like it's heartbreaking. And you know, my girls that go through that, I'm just like, listen, you have to keep working through that, because you know, once they see it like on the other side, once they are there, because you know, God doesn't put his vision for you on other people. Like he's not going to put, you know, that vision for other people, because they're just not going to, some people just are not going to understand, because they can't ever see it. This is what I believe. I believe they can't ever picture themselves doing something like that, or having a goal like that. So they automatically think there's no way that you can do something like that.
And excuse me. And having had my own photography business, I look at it as, you know, I was the one that I had to come up with all my marketing ideas. I mean, I would go to trainings. I always was trying to further myself, even like visually and business wise. But I was the one that had to create my own business structure. I had to create my own marketing ideas. You know, I got several from people like, this worked for me. But it was all on me to do that. And with LimeLight, for, you know, I mean, $169 to get started, nothing. I mean,
I know. Could you start your photography business with like $169 and be up and running and do everything? That is insane.
If you are really serious about it, I mean, the camera I use is almost a $4,000 camera. So, So, you know, if you're going to be serious about it, you know, that's just a camera. That's not your computer, your lights and all that. But to me, it's the same idea. I mean, you have products that you're selling and you're bringing to the masses, something you love. And that's what I would do with my photography. Like, this is the way I photograph. This is the way I vision. If you like my style, this is what it is. You know, people would come to me for that. But with LimeLight, this is the type of products we sell. 30-day money back guarantee, you know, and as a beauty guide, there's so many resources for you. It's unbelievable. You don't have to create your own marketing materials. It's already there for you. You know, the training's unbelievable, all that.
David started his car business, like, he's been, I mean, doing it since he was like 17 years old. Like, he literally built it from the ground up. And he, like, sees me, you know, come in here to LimeLight, and in under 2 years, it's been almost 2 years, and he's been doing his car business, you know, for 20. And, you know, if we'll be like small talking during the day, or if he, you know, hears somebody like complaining or something, he's like, these people don't eat. He gets it. Like, he gets it. He's like, these people have no clue what kind of opportunity they have. They've paid $169 for a full up and running business. They don't have to do, you know, over half of the things that I've had to do. And it's been, you know, 20 years later. And I'm like, oh, I know. I wish everybody like had that vision, because you get so far.
It does take some time to build it up. And,
absolutely.
You know, I think, okay, if I'm going to be purchasing these products, you know.
And how long, when did you join LimeLight?
I joined the end of July. So I think it's or something like that.
It's not been a year yet.
No.
And that guys, that you may, you know, say, gosh, you know, 9 months or however long that is. Gosh, that's a really long time. But are you kidding me? That's nothing. Come here and work really hard for 3 years and see where you're at. Like, it's mind blowing. And that's something I'm glad that Susan said, you know, this takes a lot of work too. Because you do have to come here and you have to have heart. You have to stay consistent, you know, in this business. And if you just stay consistent, that is, my team will tell you, what I preach is just consistency. And if you come here and you're willing to learn and you're consistent, right there are that's what you need to make it here. And it could change everything.
Oh, yeah. And you get, you know, I told myself, I'm going to give it a year. I'll put back in the money that I need to, you know. And I'm doing it. And, you know, I'm starting to see the return, and it's awesome. And so I'm like, I'm going to give it a year and see what happens. And it's consistency.
And I'm glad that you get a little that a year. Because some people come and they're like,
oh, they think 3 months.
They're like a week, and I'm like, you just joined 4 days ago. Like, calm down.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
but it is. I think once you get it into people's hands, and, you know, it sells itself. But it is consistency, and it can get hard to stay consistent, but that's what I like, because, you know, our team, there's great women on this team that say, hey, come on, you know, if that's what you want out of this, it's there for you. If you just want to make a little extra, get some discounted products, that's what you can make it as well. But I here's the thing. I had an appointment yesterday with my oncologist, and I said, oh, and I just want to show you, because she's always asking me, what are you up to? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I brought you some samples.
You're like, oh, let me show you the LimeLight business model.
I had catalog, and I said, it's all natural skincare and pro makeup. And she looked at it, and I said, and the reason the skincare was developed, and I told her a story. She goes, you could not have found a better fit for yourself, Susan. She's like, this is awesome, you know, and it's taking those, you know, when you see those opportunities like that, you know, taking those opportunities and sharing it with people and
exactly. Did you have like major direct sales experience before joining LimeLight?
No, just from the last company, and it wasn't even something that I pushed really hard. It wasn't comfortable for me to push really hard.
And I think it's not about pushing sales or
No,
pushing, it's about, just putting yourself out there and
right.
being you, like just
Yes,
being
yes.
you, sharing, some stuff, some
Yeah.
products that like, because people, this is something else that drives me like insane. People literally promote stuff every single day and they're
Oh,
getting nothing from
they
it.
don't get anything
Like,
from it.
no, and people are like, I'm not a salesperson, and I'm like, didn't you just post a pair of jeans yesterday that you liked, and like
Right.
3 of your friends went out and got it?
Yes.
That's exactly what you do. That's
Exactly.
it, and
Exactly.
people do it every single day.
Yes, and I learned when I did my photography business. You have to ask for what you want to. When you go into the sales part of it, and how you present yourself, and it also, I think, with this business, they're not just buying the product; they're buying you.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's a lot about that as well. So
You know what I've learned from this video? You're very business smart. Like, I've really, like, I don't know. I never.
yeah,
You're very
I
intelligent.
try to be. I try to be, but
So
there,
can I go ahead and put you down for some team trainings?
yeah. I mean, and it's sometimes I am a person that sometimes is like, I have to remind myself to stay focused, and that and stuff, and that. But I think with this, it really helps. And I, my posts lately, I don't know. I have feel like I'm coming into something like this has brought me.
You know what? I noticed that today before our live. I went to your page and it looked just like different. Like, it looks very just professional. And even your background picture, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna have to up my game. Like, Susan, like, it's like you. I don't know how to explain. Like, you've transformed like into. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you just. I've come into this realization, and it's very like hard to explain it, but I think like it's been a long winter, put it that way.
Yeah.
And I've just come into this realization, like, I am responsible for my happiness. I'm responsible for what happens in my life, and only I can change that. And I really want women to know that. And that's what I can bring through this. And, Michelle Gay talks about the progress, not perfection. And, talking about that. And then I had a friend who sent me a picture, and she said, look, she said, I seen your post and I got a bracelet made with that on it because it spoke to me that day. I mean, stuff like that just blows my mind.
I know, like, you think it's about like mascara and lip gloss and all this stuff. It goes so much deeper than that. I can't tell you how many like severely depressed people we have had come here. And I'm not saying like this is a cure for depression, but it helps. It helps, pick you up like out of this rut, and just to have this feeling like of just accomplishment, and that you have other people around you that support you. Because life is like this, okay? Every business is like this, and in those down like valleys, you need somebody there that's going to be like, hey, no, we're not going there, and pick you up. And that's exactly what it is here. Exactly what it is.
We have that. We have it. Absolutely.
Yep. Is there anything gosh, I'm like really impressed. Like, you've enlightened me. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on before we let everyone go? I've really, really enjoyed talking to you. I've learned, like, first, I'm like blown away that you are a graphic designer. I'll be messaging you later because I have some questions. And I didn't know about the breast cancer. I didn't know about any of this stuff. So, just getting in, and our team too. It's not like you're another number. Like, I feel like we all really, get to know each other and connect, and we communicate pretty much. Our team talks daily. So it's about building, lasting friendships. And People come here with no dollar signs, and they just want to make friends. Lots of people come here.
I really feel like the team that I'm working on building is all about empowering women and, you know, showing a lot of women there's so much that we can accomplish, you know, and it doesn't have to be financial gain. I mean, if that's what you want, it can be, but it can also be love of yourself, confidence, all that. So,
exactly. And I think you are an amazing team leader. Seriously, you kill it like every single month. I'm like front runner. Like she kills it. Don't let her fool you. She kills it every single month. I just think you're an amazing person, and you have like a really, you can just tell, like a really good soul, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful that you are a part of my life now. So through LimeLight, I mean, I would have never even known you at all without LimeLight.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for watching.
Thanks, everybody.
If you guys have questions for Susan or I, just drop them in the comments. You know, you can take it to private messenger. You can reach out to Susan, myself. If this video is being shared, please reach out to the beauty guide that shared it with you. But, you know, thanks for spending some time with us tonight. And thank you, Susan, for doing this with me. I've learned a ton, and it's been fun. Besides the first, like, 3 minutes of this video, that was.
But we got to figure it out.
You'll have. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when you'll have to go back and watch it. My whole system fell. The phone went flying, and kids like were running in, and a snow globe got broken. It was crazy. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I've not read even one comment.
I know. Thanks.
I've been focused over here. So, again, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.